Deschutes County, Oregon. Super stoked to bring out two legal lots located here on the map. You can see me sharing my screen. My name is Miles McLaughlin. Our company is Wilco Land. What we do is we sell vacant land on the internet. A little bit about our business. We offer cash discounts for cash buyers and owner carry terms or seller financing for people not familiar with that term. A lot of education on our blog page, but the point of this video is I want to go over a couple properties that Wilco Land just purchased. I had them located on a map here, pinned on a map to show you exactly where they were. This is Bend, Oregon. These are in Deschutes County. It's two legal lots. We're open to selling them individually or together. They're just north of Lapine on the next to the Lapine State Park here and next to the Deschutes River. The location really is ideal. These properties are awesome. They're located on Caribou Drive. If you want to access them, go ahead and use the GPS coordinates and take a look anytime. We're an off-site land investment company, so you're welcome to go visit on your own. The next thing I want to show you is these properties from Google Earth. Check it out right here. This is going to help in your visit as well, because when you check out these two properties, you're going to be able to identify this house that's pretty obvious, and you're going to be able to say, hey, okay, cool, I can use a ruler. We share a link to Google Earth on our website as well, but hey, okay, so for one of these properties, for example, 30 yards. For the other property, 30 yards too, right? It's kind of redundant there, but so, and then going back. So if you're out there, maybe 90 yards, you're looking at about a football field length back. That's kind of the size. It's not a perfect science, but when you're out there, hey, how do I know where this property stops? Well, it looks like there's a driveway right here, maybe on the other person's property. Maybe this person owns both the lots. That's kind of what I'm assuming here. So they do. So they're using this kind of as a driveway to get back to their house here. So you are nestled in between. What's nice about this is probably they're never going to build there. They built back here off the road, which is kind of nice. So you have this open lot. There's a lot of trees on the property as well. As you can see there, if I were to take this filter off here, you would see all these trees. These trees are covered, beautiful landscape on these lots. You can see somebody kind of cleared this lot already. And again, we're looking at the Deschutes River here. There's actually a public access point. So you do have river access from these properties. This is a picture of Lapine State Park, just kind of giving you an idea of the area if you're not familiar with it. So this is close to, like, some people refer to it as Water Wonderland. And we're going to get into the nitty gritty on this property. I'm going to talk about things like land use, how development's going to work, and other things like that. So let's get into it. So people always ask in this area, I know this area pretty well. Typically with the river here, you're going to have a higher water table, right? So what's going to happen is you're going to need to do like an ATT system, which is an alternative technology treatment system. I've got it Googled right here. This is most likely. I'm just saying this. We haven't had anybody go out there and do a perk test. We haven't contacted any experts. What our specialty is finding vacant land, undeveloped totally, and passing that on to the customer, right? Letting you do your development, whether you want to camp or build. Everybody's got different preferences. We leave it vacant. But I do know this area, and you'll see other Zillow listings as well, other sales of people using ATT systems, maybe something like a sand filter system. And let me explain how I know that. So Dial Deschutes is probably one of the best GIS systems in the land, in my opinion, across the country. The name of the owner hasn't been updated, so they're just like any other business. We just purchased this property. I'm making this video. And so what we can go to is development, and we can go to a summary. And that's where we can look at some zoning information. That's where we can look at the zoning information, RR10. In our listing on the website, I will have a link to this. I'll have a link to RR10 zoning. I'll have a short summary, and I'll have an idea of what you can do on the property. So just hitting on a few key points. You can build on this property. You need to put a well in and a septic system. Now, do you want to sit and hold this as an investment property? In the future, there may be city sewage. It's about 2.5 miles away. So as cities grow, as Bend grows, you may see sewer get brought here. You may see water lines being brought here. So cities and communities do that. You can contact like Sun River, I think, Energy Systems or development about it. I think that was a development company back here. So Those are things you can kind of dig into, see if there's any permits on file to extend, amenities like that or utilities like that. But for right now, it's going to be well and septic. And how do I know, hey, what if the water table's too high, whatever. We talked about ATT systems. How much is it going to cost? Who do I contact about well and septic? What's really cool about Dial Deschutes is that they have permits on file. So this property has no permits on file. But if I were to go to the zoning map, or even if I went on the home page, so this does it. This has RR10 zoning in here. I could even, this is basically a GIS map. So I can click on the next door property here and I can go to their account information. Okay, well, they have a house. So if we zoom in, we can see that the neighbors, they have built homes. So, to me, that's a great indication you're going to be able to develop this property, whether, that's the indication, right? There's homes all around you. These are pretty darn nice homes down here. So, that's a great indication. How did they develop? You can actually go into the permit section here and you can see that all these permits, and you can actually click into here and you will find, like, here's a septic one. And I actually pulled one of these up. This is the neighbors. When you click into something like this is what it'll look like. Let's see if this is the same one. The address at 54650. 54650. So this is septic permit pump curve. So this is all the details that were submitted to the county about their septic system. What septic system they use. I don't know if costs are in here. I haven't dove into all this yet, but this is a high level, even some fees with the county. So there are some fees in there. So you will see numbers. You're going to see what they use, the reports from experts, engineers, right? So you can actually click around to all these properties in Dial Deschutes and find all those permits and see, what power they're running, how deep the well was, more than likely, what company did it, who they contacted about septic. So you're going to get company names, you're going to get engineers, you're going to get different type of systems that they use. So those are all things to keep in mind. Like I said, reason being, Dial Deschutes is one of my favorite GIS systems. So I wanted to touch on that. I've touched on access. I've touched on, using GPS coordinates to go take a look at it. Land use, camping, building, mobile homes allowed. I will, you can go and Dial Deschutes and read, there's a ton of specifics about that. Contact the county about what you're looking to do with the property. Again, open to selling both these together for a small discount, or, individually for folks who want them. Again, Deschutes County, close to Bend, Oregon. You've got access to this river. It's like a $60 a year HOA. It's just something, basically, I think it's just paying for the river access points. So nothing restrictive in terms of building and whatnot. You want to get with the county about specifics about your building plans. Obviously, we're not the experts in development. We would push you towards, the county to find those specifics and the setbacks and things of that nature. You can also get on Dial Deschutes, and a lot of that stuff is on Dial Deschutes. So again, Miles at Wilco Land. I'm checking out on this property. I don't have photos of it yet as I'm making this video. So for those interested, check back on our website when it's posted. We should have some photos by then. Take care.